The issue for me personally, I think being a young brand in a very, very competitive market, East London has got lots of very, very reputable agents. For me, it's not necessarily about the generation of business, which obviously GetAgent assists with. It's the legitimacy of the business you're trying to create. And for me, GetAgent is that kind of initial buffer between yourself and the customer that hopefully give confidence. We're now at a point where we're building quite a good reputation, but sort of prior to that, having a platform like GetAgent that can display stats, figures on what you're actually doing, how you're doing it, it does make people stop and think, okay, well, I'm aware of big brand A, big brand C, whoever it might be, and it does help you compete reputationally with those people, despite the fact you've not been as round as long. So for me, that was the key thing, really. To be honest with you, for me, in the first instance, it was the helpfulness of the people that I dealt with. The account managers getting set up was very, very easy. The platform itself is, very, very easy to use and navigate your way through. And I think the way the industry is evolving, there's tons and tons of tools that help you generate business. Some of them are very clunky, they're very expensive. Obviously the benefit with GetAgent, as I said, is the ease of using the platform. You're not paying in advance for anything. GetAgent only receive money when you do. So from that perspective, being a young business is very helpful as well. The positive impact I think we had on the business, as I mentioned before, was the legitimacy of what it was that we're trying to create in terms of relationship with the customer. The review section, again, it's just creating that confidence that other industries have. I know the building industry, for example, you've got checker trade and stuff like that. I think now, as independent business ownership seems to be shifting back into estate agency or real estate, it's important that you've got brands like GetAgent that can help show, beyond a Google review, for example, there's proper stats and figures behind what you've achieved. And obviously, if you're doing very, very well, the customer should know that. As much as it's a benefit for us in the industry, it also helps the client, the customer, choose the right agent, which has always been kind of a difficult part to navigate, I think, for the public. To be fair, quite a lot. Our business, I'd say, ramped up in the last 6 months. The market's changed significantly, but we've only got busier. We recently won the Gold Award from the National Property Awards. So there's lots of things that we're doing that I think you can't just have one. You have to have lots of things to kind of help create that confidence from the customer. As I say, being a new brand, we're only 2.5 years old. I'm sure there's lots of people in our town who still don't really know who we are. So I think for people to be able to go online and search and see the achievements that we've got is obviously helpful. For us, being able to go into someone's living room and then know what we're doing, how we're doing it, how successful we've been, rather than us have to sort of go along and that scattergun sort of spewing up the sometimes overconfidence. And when you're talking about yourself in that manner, I think sometimes it comes across the wrong way. So I think to be in a position where we have got accolades and things that speak for themselves, it sort of makes for hopefully an easier conversation in winning business. Yeah, in terms of the leads, they're fantastic, to be completely honest with you. The guys that you have got that pre-qualify the leads, I'd say, to be honest with you, I've got one particular lead at the moment that I'm struggling to get hold of someone, but genuinely, out of the average 10 a month that we get over the last 6 months, of 60 leads, one person I haven't been able to get hold of. They're pre-qualified in a very, very good manner. The platform sends you reminders. It's really easy to keep on top of them. The dashboard is very, very easy to navigate. And also there's an incentive financially for you guys as well. So there's a continued follow-up if we can't get hold of someone. So from a lead perspective, genuine, I can't fault what you guys do. There's a lot of prep work that goes in before we get the lead. So we know whether the lead is decent or not before it comes. There's a few, to be honest with you. I think simplicity, value for money, and the quality of leads. Genuinely, for me, I think to anybody that is potentially thinking of using you guys, GetAgent, I don't think there's much out there that would be better, if I'm being completely honest. The thing that makes me happiest about using GetAgent, I think, would be the ease and transparency. It's not something that I feel adds any difficulty or time to my day at all. My business particularly, we're at a point where we've got significant market share. We're very, very busy. We now have 4 members of staff, including myself. So it isn't just me in a room doing my own thing anymore. It's a bit more than that. And I think as businesses grow and you get busier, to have things that kind of slot in to your working day, it's really, really important. And I think that for me is one of the key things really, is just the ease of where the leads come from, the quality of them. It's great. How would I describe GetAgent in one word? Fantastic. I mean, there's a few I could use if I'm being completely honest, but genuinely, it's a very, very simple platform to use. It offers great value for money, but yeah, fantastic was the first word that came into my head.